Strange Tales. Will the power of the mighty Human Torch be enough to defeat the sinister Sorcerer and his imps from Pandoras Box? They're all around me, and each has a different supernatural power. Go, my faithful imps. Go and destroy the Human Torch. Forever. Oh, what kind of witchcraft is this? A tidal wave is appearing out of nowhere. I, Torch. For Flood is the evil I've selected to destroy you. Soon your flame will be extinguished, and you'll be helpless against the evils in Pandora's Box. Plot: Stan Lee. Script: R. Burns. Art: Jack Kirby. Inking: Dick Ayers. Lettering: Marty Epp. One day, at the headquarters of the Fantastic Four. Well, well, look who's here, and not a bit sunburned. You been playing hooky, Junior? That's what I like about you, Thing. You always think the best of me. Flame off. As it happens, Rockbrain, there was a teachers' conference at Glenville High this afternoon, and we students got the rest of the day off. Kinda like being out on parole, hey? Yep, and I got lonesome to be with you characters again. Yes, even you granite lunkhead. I've missed you. Sure you did. I'm more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Gosh, you three sure are lucky. Your school days are over. While me? I'm loaded down with 6 subjects and 5 hours of homework a night. Oh. We're not complaining. At least it keeps you out of our hair for a while. Don't sulk. I'm only kidding. I guess you're no worse than any other pesty teenager. Thanks a heap, pal. Hey, those maps look like you're planning a mission. Can I get in on it? Not this time, Johnny. This is something we have to attend to tomorrow, while you're bringing an apple to teacher, sonny boy. Come on, Ben. Stop teasing Johnny. You big-mouth lug. Forgive me, Miss Storm. I didn't mean to offend your sensitive kid brother. I'm just a nasty brute. I ought to give you a hot foot, right between your ears, if I could find 'em. Well, sonny boy, while you're writing compositions on the man I admire most, who Natch is me, we'll be gone a week, trying to make life a little tougher for the commies. Sure, you'll be having fun, while I'll be Mr. Bookworm of 1963. Nuts. I feel like quitting school, so I can be the Human Torch full time. You quit school and we'll flatten you into the human matchstick. Here? You characters don't understand. Things are awful boring right now in Glenville. The only excitement I had all week was scoring 75 points against Baymore High to win the playoff in our basketball tournament. Johnny, you know you wouldn't be happy if you weren't complaining about something. Now flame out of here, partner, so we can get back to work. Okay, Reed. But if you want to put the heat on someone, give me a call, huh? So long, Johnny. See ya in the funny papers. Flame on! You know, I love that hothead like a brother. And I'll brain the first guy who ever tells him. It's tough to be a kid when you're dying to do a man's job 24 hours a day. But things aren't all bad. Even in my own backyard, I can find things to do. Take that burning building below. I can put out the fire in a second by absorbing all the flames into myself. Thank goodness the torch got to the fire first. He saved the lives of the people trapped upstairs, because we probably couldn't rescue them all in time. Then, as the torch streaks over Glenville Woods. Uh-oh. A flash flood washed out the railroad. That freight train will be derailed. But not if I convert the flood water to steam by heating it. Now the tracks will be dry enough, so the wheels won't skid off. Guess I was wrong to sound off to the gang before. I can see now that someone should stay home, to mind the store. Say, what's that commotion up ahead? That's where the old eccentric hermit known as the Sorcerer lives. Blast you kids! I told you 1,000,000 times to stay away. Now I'll teach you a real lesson. Gosh, the Sorcerer must have flipped. He's chasing kids away from his ramshackle mansion as usual. But he's never before scared them with dogs. That's carrying eccentricity too far. I'll toss a leash of fire around each of the hounds, to make sure they stay put. Get away! This is my property. You've no right to interfere. And you've no right to terrorize those harmless kids. Blast you, Torch! How dare you trespass on my property and interfere with me and my pets? Pets bunk. These hounds are as big as mountain lions. Now will you pen them up so they can't hurt anybody? Or do I take them down to the dog pound? You win. Remove your fire leashes, and I'll put them back in their kennel. But you'll regret this. I promise. A minute later. Alright. Now tell those brats, and all the other kids in town, to keep away from here. I want my privacy. Privacy, eh? Do you know what the townspeople call you? Yes. The Sorcerer. And I'm well named. I've spent years studying the art of black magic. I possess the world's greatest collection of old books on spells and charms. I guess that's what makes you so good-natured, eh? Okay, Sorcerer. Since you want privacy so badly, here's plenty of it. I'll erect a wall of flame around your house. Now nobody will even approach your precious haunted house. A plague on you, Torch! You know very well that this encircling wall of flame will keep me from coming and going too. Well, you can't have it both ways. If you want freedom of movement, others must have it as well. Alright, extinguish the firewall. But don't think I'll ever forget this. I know, Sorcerer. Someday you're going to use your black magic arts on me. Well, I'm not losing any sleep over it. Black magic went out with mustache wax. Years ago. You'll feel otherwise very soon. I guarantee it. They all will. The whole town that's been laughing at me all these years. And the world outside. They'll all cringe in terror before me. Huh. If the Sorcerer really had any magical powers, he'd have gotten rid of that flame wall, me, and those kids, with one pass of his hands. Speaking of hands, I'll airlift these kids back to Glenville. Come on, guys. I made my hands flame out. Grab hold and I'll fly you home. Gosh, Torch. Thanks. That old hermit really had us scared. Do you think the Sorcerer really has magic powers? Nah. He's just a kook. But you still better give him a wide berth. He's mean enough to be dangerous, even without the help of demons. Meanwhile, let them make fun of me now, but I shall have the last laugh. Little does anyone suspect that I'm on the brink of the greatest supernatural discovery of all time. Pandora's Box. According to the ancient Greek myth, the gods warned Pandora not to open a certain box. But Pandora's curiosity was so great, she disobeyed. And all the evils that flesh is heir to flew forth from the forbidden box to afflict the world. But what the other experts on Greek legends don't know is that Circe, the greatest sorceress of ancient times, used her fantastic magic to force all the evils to return to the box. After they're all inside, I'll seal the box with a magic incantation. Well, I've got that very box now, unwittingly sent to me in a crate, full of Greek artifacts by an exporter from Athens. All that's missing are the magic words to unseal the box and give me control over the evils within it, so I can make them come and go as I command. But I have studied all the reports and histories about Pandora's Box, and after a few more days of deciphering and running down mystic clues, I'll have the proper incantations. Then, by using the evils inside this box, I can accomplish almost anything. I'll be rich and powerful, and my name will go down in history as the most feared man who ever lived. Above all, I'll get even with that teenage meddler, the Torch. He'll suffer 1,000-fold for humiliating me today. 2 weeks later, at the Glenville National Bank. Look, it's the Sorcerer. What brings a hermit like you to town? I've come for all the cash in your bank. Put it in one large sack, and be quick about it. Take it easy, Joe. He's harmless. Everyone in town knows the Sorcerer. He's been reading about black magic for so long. It's made him batty. I guess you're right. Look at him. Staging a stick-up without a weapon. He needs a psychiatrist, not a couple of bank guards to handle him. Come on, fella. We're gonna take a little walk. To the observation ward of the Glenville Hospital. Fools! So you think I'm insane and weaponless, eh? Locked within this box are all the evils in the world. I'll give you a sample of one of them. For instance, the evil of hatred. Soon, everyone here from bank guard to depositor will start hating each other ferociously and battle one another, leaving me free to loot the bank without being molested. Watch. You stupid punk! Wipe that grin off your face! I've hated your guts for years. I hate blondes! I'm going to pull every peroxide hair out of your head! Ha ha! How quickly everybody becomes unsocial. Fool! Nincompoop! Try to steal my boyfriend, will you? I'm the strongest man in town. No! Me! The uproar has commenced, and it won't stop till I issue a telepathic command to hatred to re-enter the box. But that won't take place till I've collected all the cash I can carry. Whoever enters the bank can't stop the uproar either. The madness will affect them too, and they'll join in. I hate office boys, and I hate bosses. The shopping bag is almost filled. I'll go out the back way and order the imp back into the box. Moments later, at the rear of the bank. That's it, hatred. Back to your home in Pandora's Box. Our job is finished. However, in order to cover up my tracks, I'll release the imp of forgetfulness, so nobody connected with the bank will remember what happened. A fortune will be missing from the cashier's tills, yet not one person will recall I was there. Then, after Forgetfulness's work is done, He'll streak back to the box. Later, at the bank. But how can you all forgotten what occurred? You battled one another. You made a mess of the bank. And $120,000 is missing. But I swear to you, Sergeant, my mind's a blank. It's true, officer. None of us recalls anything about what happened. What do you make of it, Torch? Well, those people can't all be lying. So chalk it up for the time being as the weirdest holdup in history. But as days pass, the mysterious holdups become even more weird. The jewels worn by these rich guests must be worth a cool $1,000,000. To get them, all I have to do is release the imp of sleepiness, and this gay party will become dead to the world, till I waken them. And so, as the imp swirls through the gathering, everyone on the premises is now catching 40 winks. By the time their sleeping spell is worn off, I'll be home sorting out the gems. The following day, as the sorcerer drives up to a museum, in a few minutes, everybody here will be afflicted temporarily with paralysis. Long enough for me to remove all the priceless paintings inside. And indeed, as all visitors and guards are stricken, ha! What is evil to society is a pleasure to me. In a few months, all the art treasures in the country will be mine, and nobody can stop me. Nor are the great fur warehouses spared. Furs must be preserved in cold storage, but one of my pet imps, Cold, has also preserved the fur owners by freezing them, while I clean out their vaults of minks, ermines, and chinchillas. By the time they're thawed out, I'll be gone. That night, at Glenville Police Headquarters, as an emergency meeting is held, I agree, Torch, that all these crimes are similar because eerie effects were used by the criminal to pull the jobs. But why do all the crimes occur near Glenville? Probably because the criminal lives in the vicinity of Glenville. But who can it be? Judging from the almost supernatural techniques used, the villain must be some sort of wizard. Wizard? Oh, suffer in flames! Why didn't I think of that before? Wait, where are you going, Torch? To the Sorcerer's house. He's the only local character capable of pulling crimes like these. In any case, I'll soon find out. Later, as the torch shrieks to the gloomy mansion, well, wouldn't you know it, the Sorcerer, counting his loot. The torch! Pandoras Box. It's my only protection against him. You caught me by surprise, but not entirely. I could have built myself an impregnable fortress, but I'm never in any danger, as long as I have Pandora's Box. Pandora's Box? The legendary chest containing all the evils in existence? Are you mad, Sorcerer? The box is only a Greek myth. Is it? Then see for yourself, Torch. For I have just released the Imp of Disease. Soon, you'll be completely helpless as sickness strikes you. Holy heat waves. But amazingly, seconds after, I'm afraid your little gremlin is gone, Sorcerer. You forgot that heat not only sterilizes things, but intense heat can kill any virus and microbes. So cross disease off your list. It doesn't matter. I'll simply release another evil. Flood. Oh, a gigantic tidal wave. appearing out of nowhere. Aha! Now you're just an ordinary human, as helpless as the whole world will soon be, when I threaten them with all the evils in Pandora's Box. At that moment, as a police car pulls up, headquarters radioed us to check up on the Sorcerer's house. What's up? For Pete's sake, get out of here. The Sorcerer's found Pandora's Box. He's got 100 evils he can unleash. Nobody's safe. Stand aside, Torch. We've got a job to do. Drop that box, Sorcerer, or we'll let you have it. Shoot, fools. And while you do, I'll release the Imp of Foolishness, which describes you both to a T. It'll take an hour for your slugs to reach me, because I've also sent the Imp of Laziness to slow 'em up. See how the cartridges crawl through the air, a fraction of an inch at a time. Oh, you're right. It's as if the bullets were suspended in the air. Exactly. I could seize them with my hand, while those two policemen split their sides with foolish laughter. Indeed, unless I stop them, they might laugh themselves to death. Great guns! Now the Sorcerer's powers are limitless. I must stall him, till I'm dry enough to flame on again. Tell me, Sorcerer, how many imps are inside that box? Hundreds, and 100 uses for each of them. But now to finish you off. Wait, since I'm completely at your mercy, at least give me a choice of deaths. Tush. I can afford to be generous. Choose, my boy, and I will oblige you. I'm just about ready to flame on, but the Sorcerer doesn't know that. I'd like to die as I lived, by the power of flame. Surely fire must be one of the evils in your box. Of course. You have chosen your fate, and your wish shall be granted. But as the fiery imp leaps to consume Johnny, flame on! An instant later, curse you! You tricked me! You absorbed the flame! I'll send forth all my evils to destroy you! It's too late. Only the Imp of Fear is poking its head out. But I'll drive it back in as I seize the box. No! No! Come back! Come back! I've welded the box shut forever. Now to dump it in the deepest part of the ocean, so the Sorcerer never gets his hands on it again. Later, as the Torch returns from disposing of the legendary chest. Keep away! Don't hurt me! Torch, look at the Sorcerer. He's been terrified ever since you took off with the box. His expression is one of utter fear. I know what caused it. Serves him right. He's been affected by the last evil, fear, which protruded from the box before I welded it shut. That means we'll never have to worry about the Sorcerer again, because from now on, he'll be too afraid to menace anyone. Next day, at the headquarters of the Fantastic Four. Well, Hotshot, I hear you managed to keep busy without us. Sure, I could really operate without you slowing me down. You certainly haven't lost your cockiness, kid brother. Know something, Sue? He never will. And I'm glad of it. The end.